Hi, my name is Zhenya and welcome to my channel. In this video I want to talk about how life in Sydney, Australia completely changed my lifestyle. I will talk about my personal transformation, how my daily routine shifted to being always indoor to now being outdoorsy person, which I've never been before. My daily routine shifted, my habits, my mindset, everything's changed. I guess this video can be interesting for those who are kind of like considering either relocating to Australia or just visiting Australia for a few months. I'm gonna give you the exact idea of how your lifestyle is gonna look here, maybe even better than mine. Maybe you are even more outdoorsy than I am right now. So yeah, this is just like a small part of the things that you can do in Australia and who you can be, so keep watching. It's been 2 months that we are in Australia and so far I've been loving it. I feel so good here. First of all, the climate, it finally clicks, it finally works. It's not humid at all. The weather is good weather all the time. Sometimes people think that, and I thought as well, that good weather is when the sun is out, right? But that's not true. That's not entirely true, because like for example in Vietnam, sun was out. It was like the sun, the kind of sun that really kills you, that it's just like it's unbearable because it comes with humidity. That's just an example, right? Here in Australia, it's amazing, and the weather during the day, the weather changes exactly in the way you want it to be. For example, you still get those kind of fresh mornings where the sun is like rising, but it's kind of, you can still feel the freshness in the air. And also because we live here in Bondi, and due to the fact that we live close to the sea, there is always this breeze coming from the ocean, and there's always wind, right? So it's never like you're never stuck under the sun. You kind of always can find a place where there is some wind, and yeah, so it just feels so good. And even when there is rainy days and cloudy days, I feel like that's exactly what I need. I love that the weather changes, and I love that after like 2 weeks of the sun, we get 1 week of a bit of cloudy and a bit of rain. It's never a strong rain. I don't know, I mean, like it's summer in Australia, and I have nothing to say yet about living in Australia during winter. It's probably gonna be a completely different scenery, but we came here to spend summer, and so far I've been loving summer in Australia. So the weather changes kind of like exactly as I want it to be, as I need it to be, and as my body really wants it. I like the dry climate more. I definitely can't handle humidity, and I never ever thought that Sydney's climate is gonna work for me, because I've been dreaming about like living at some point of my life in Australia for quite a while. Since COVID, I was kind of like dreaming about this happening. But I thought, like, what if Australia is also another place like Vietnam? I was really mentally prepared that it's probably gonna be like hostile, because a lot of people talks how hostile weather could be in Australia, especially people from Brisbane. I think they were talking about it. I've just visited Sydney and Melbourne so far, but Sydney really works for me. I know it can sound boring, like, oh, like, so you like the place just because of the weather? Well, yeah, a huge part of how I feel physically and mentally here just works best for me. So yeah, needless to say that we now live by the ocean. It means that you have the beach right there, and you can swim every day, you can walk by the beach every day, and it's just amazing. But one of the main shifts that happened in my lifestyle is that Sydney is really walkable. Sydney, and I guess the whole Australia is walkable, but Sydney, oh my God, like there is so much space. It's just like you can finally breathe. I can finally breathe. It's not just that there are so many parks and special roads, like the coastal walk that I can do every day. It's not just that. It's also due to the fact that the population density in Sydney is so much smaller than in Paris. Than in Vietnam, of course, because in Vietnam it's chaotic, all you see is like scooters, so much noise on the background, and my nervous system couldn't handle it, to be honest. So Sydney, it's not just like you get the space to walk. You get the space to walk in tranquility. You kind of have like your mind to yourself. There is no noise. And people from other parts of Australia might say, and I've heard this in the comments, that but the Sydney is such a touristy thing. There are so many tourists. I don't see many tourists, okay? There are tourists, but I'm telling you guys, the density of the population is so little that when I walk on the street, any of the residential street, and even sometimes the coastal walk and other streets, I walk, and most of the time, doesn't matter which part of the day, and most of the time I'm alone at this huge street, alone. No one is there. So you can walk, you have all this space to yourself. Like imagine the shift in the head that you have. Instead of constant noise, constant dirt, some kind of things happening in the background, here it's quiet, it's peace. And yeah, by the way, it's really, really, really clean. You think that how clean the city is doesn't affect your life. It does affect your life. Here, I'm sorry to say this, there is no dog shit here on the roads, because people, they clean after their dogs. They don't do that in Paris. They don't care. It's just mess everywhere. And here, you can feel how people respect each other. Not only they respect each other, they respect the space. So for example, on the beach, you won't find any cigarettes, you won't find any plastic, and you won't find any trash, because people, they clean after themselves. So not only you get the space, you can feel that this is kind of like a respectful shared space. So your mind goes from defense to just relaxing, breathing, finally being with your thoughts, finally being in some kind of tranquility and a safe space. Let's just say that all those things that I've mentioned, they do affect my routine in the way that now that I feel safe and I do feel like I have space to walk, and needless to say, all those, wherever I go out, it's beautiful. My eyes are just I'm just looking at all those beautiful nature all the time. And what I want to say is that I became outdoorsy. I just became outdoorsy. I've never been. And maybe it's not because I was so, I don't know, boring or lazy or whatever. I just now finally feel like I want to go out, and I do go out every day. So I finally do my daily steps, and not just 10,000 steps. I'm finally on 15K a day. 15,000, and these numbers were completely unattainable back in Paris. I'm finally doing activities outside of the gym, and this helps me a lot to maintain my physique. I actually work out a bit less. I'm a bit less harsh on myself, because I know that I'm gonna move my body during the day anyway. I'm gonna swim, I'm gonna walk. I usually walk 3 times a day. So here's the shift in my routine. I wake up and now I go have my coffee outside. It doesn't mean that you always need to go to a cafe. I also have an espresso machine at home. I can put my coffee in a thermos, but I kind of alternate between two things. First thing I do now in the morning, which is crazy. This is I would never go out in Paris first thing in the morning, never. And here's look, I woke up and I feel like I want to start moving my body, and I want to look outside and feel the fresh air and get that image of the ocean, the breeze, the waves and everything. So I actually have my coffee outside most of the times now. And yes, my first walk is about 6,000 steps, and I do the coastal walk in the mornings usually. And yeah, and I often like to self-reflect in the morning, or do some kind of, I either do a YouTube video for you guys, or I plan my day, or I plan my content, or sometimes I even work on my clients' programs in the morning, because I like to be outside for a few hours. And yeah, that's how I start my day. Now, my fitness routine also is a bit different here, because before, in order to work out, I only went in the gym, of course. And here, since the weather is so good and there is the street workout place right in Bondi, not only in Bondi, actually, on Bondi Road, there is a Waverly Park, and there is also pull-up bars there. So at least my upper body workout I can do outside, and I absolutely love it. It depends on my mood, how I feel and everything. But if I'm doing pull-ups, for example, and if I want to do them outside, I'd usually choose like 5 p.m., something around when the sun is setting down. So yeah, I don't only go to the gym now, I also go to the outdoor street workout place where you can do what? Of course, meet a lot of people. You meet so many foreigners over there, Aussies, and just people who work out outside. They're kind of like ready to connect, they're there to hang out. It's like the whole fitness mindset here is not just to work out, to like always feel this harshness, like feel like I'm killing myself, I'm pushing myself to the limits. It's also to have fun, it's also like to have a good time. Mostly like people do enjoy themselves, like even when they work out, even if they work out hard, I feel like they like to combine that feeling of working out with enjoying themselves at the same time. And I see that shift in myself as well. I gotta confess that I haven't been progressing in my pull-ups, for example. It feels different, and yeah, you might say that you're just like, now you're more lazy or less efficient in the gym or whatever. But you know what? I'm finally living life. I'm finally kind of enjoying myself. And before in Paris, I used to kind of just be my earpods and listening to some kind of very harsh music, pushing myself and feeling like I'm against the world, this kind of warrior attitude. I don't have any kind of warrior attitude right now, except for my leg days maybe, because I really have to push myself really hard. But even the fitness part of the day, the fitness part of my lifestyle, I feel like it's changed. I feel like I'm shifting towards this mindset where fitness is a part of the lifestyle in a good way, not in a way this is something you have to do and you have to it's just something this is the part where I enjoy my life. And also and finally I wanted to, there is of course so many things I can tell you about lifestyle in Sydney, right? It's not just for example, we live in Bondi area and I mostly spend time in close to the beach, coastal walk, parks and everything. But there is also Sydney CBD, city center, right? There is so much things you can do in the city. Just enjoy the city walk, enjoy the buildings. I absolutely love the architecture there. I love it all. I like the style, I like the vibe, and but for now I'm happy living my life close to Bondi area just because we are set here and we rent an apartment here. But guys, and just yesterday we did a barbecue outside, so as far as my work goes, it's also been changed. Instead of sitting at home and doing my remote work at home on the sofa, I now mostly do it outside because there are so many green spaces with shadows and special stations. There are a lot of tables and just places where you can kind of hide. You have a shadow, you have the breeze, the wind, and you just sit there. You can come and work there. And that's what I do because I feel inspired. I feel like my mind is free and I'm not confined to four walls. And my husband is sitting right there at the table and working on his iPad on his clients' programs. So yeah, that's also another shift you can really, and you don't have to go to a cafe. The cafes, by the way, here in Sydney, they're not like digital nomads friendly. I don't see anyone working with a laptop, and the cafes don't have any Wi-Fi here to share, so we just work on our mobile data. And yeah, so you don't actually need to be in a cafe or consume something you don't want to consume, because you can work outside if you don't want to work at home. So that's also an option. So apart from the fact that I now move my body much more and that I'm more outdoorsy, I even work outside, I walk a lot and everything, and do some kind of outdoors activities, right? The biggest shift, I think, was in the fact that I now finally am okay to spend time on my own and to do things by myself. I think this is like the biggest things that have changed in my mindset and in my routine. First of all, I feel really safe here in Sydney. I'm not threatened by anything. I'm okay to go out by myself, and I feel like self-efficient here. Like, I don't wait for my husband around anymore. I don't wait for him to come and just do activities together. Right now he's there busy doing his own work, and I'm here doing my own thing, and I'm okay. I can do whatever. And that's also like a huge shift. I don't know, sometimes it's like this. Sometimes you're in a couple for a very long time, and you kind of like forget how to do things on your own, and in some ways you become dependable on your partner. But that also comes with lifestyle and with where you live. And now that I've experienced life both, for example, we've been living in Paris right now, we've been to Vietnam, we've been to Bali, South Korea, Malaysia, and now we are in Sydney. And I'd say, like, for example, compared to Vietnam and Bali, where actually my whereabouts, like when and how I can go out, they depended pretty much on us taking a scooter. And I don't drive a scooter, right? So my husband was driving a scooter and I was like in the back seat. And so it means that my whereabouts, where I go, when I go, and what I want to do kind of depends on us doing this together, because Bali is not walkable. Vietnam is Da Nang, where we lived, it was walkable, but it depended on the weather, it depended on many things, and sometimes it was just too hot to walk to the gym, for example. So I'm just saying, like, really where you live and what kind of even transportation is available there and how much city is walkable, it affects your lifestyle. And so I was pretty much dependable on doing things just with my husband, whereas I'm finally doing things by myself in Sydney, because anywhere I go and anywhere I need to go is in walking distance. I don't need a scooter, I don't need a car, I don't need anything. And anywhere I need to go, like just walk, for example, go to the supermarket, to do groceries, go to work out, everything is in a walking distance, in a safe proximity. And I'm getting so much more inspired, I'm getting new ideas. Whenever I do my coastal walk, I'm thinking ahead of, I'm envisioning, I'm programming the things I'm gonna do, the things I wanna achieve, my goals, how I want my life to look, and what kind of things, what kind of steps exactly I'm gonna take to make it happen. So I just feel like Sydney is safe. So guys, there's obviously so much more to do in Sydney than I've just showed you in this video. And you can do anything, right? Because close to Sydney there is Blue Mountains, there are so many beaches you can discover, so many things you can do, but you'll also sometimes need a car for this, or need to take a train, for example. And I don't drive, so I mostly do things in my walking distance right now, and I actually don't like to take the transportation, so I avoid that. And having this life, living here close in Bondi area, I feel it's enough for me. It's enough to already be excited every day, to wake up with a good mood, and to wake up and feel like I want to start my day. I want to start living my day. Am I gonna swim today? Where I'm gonna walk? What I'm gonna do? So I absolutely love it. And so that's been my hugest shift in my lifestyle. I guess we can summarize it as being finally outdoorsy, finally doing things by myself, finally being inspired and feeling physically and emotionally. Yeah, that's it, guys. So I hope you liked that video. Please share in the comments if you are from Sydney, or if you visited Sydney, or if you would love to visit Sydney. If you like Sydney's lifestyle, if you agree with me on this one, and just how it feels overall. This is my point of view as a foreigner, of course, and as someone who have been living here for just 2 months. Of course, I realized that right now I'm excited because it's been just the beginning for me, but so far so good, and I've been feeling really inspired, motivated, and mostly freedom, I guess, like freedom of everything, and the space you get is just so good for my head right now. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe, and see you in the next one.